Hi, my beautiful Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to Jupiter. I'm XlviJoon, and I'm very excited to tap into your current energies. We want to let the cards shed light on any mystery. We're seeking light, divination, and clarity. Let's begin. Let's get an Angel Guide Oracle card for my beautiful Pisces. We've got two. Take charge and action with ease and grace. So some of you really have centered yourself and gone through some kind of reflection, meditative state, and you're ready to take charge and action in a situation that you want to move forward. Beautiful. So manifestations coming to fruition after gestation period, and you're now going for action, which is going to be inspired action, possibly to do with something that abundance, something that you're growing tangibly. You planted the seeds and it's coming to fruition. It's been a slow process, but you will be able to take action now to really take it to the next level. So let's check out the tarot and see what is going on. What is this in relation to for my beautiful Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising? You're showing up as the Page of Swords with a lot of curiosity, and we have the Seven of Wands, and what's the past situation is Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Cups. Crowning energy is the Four of Wands. What's the supportive energy from a beautiful Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising? Sun, Moon, Rising supports. Oh, the Five of Wands. And what's the influence Pisces has? The influence on the outcome. What influence? What's the focus? The Two of Pentacles. So Pisces, you are showing up very curious and very, very guarded. You are interested, you're curious, you're learning, you're spying. You're putting in more energy and effort into a situation, but you have your guards up. So this is something to do with your home life, your family life. Four of Wands, crowning energy. This is commitment. This is happily ever after, celebration, wedding. And you're really kind of looking at, guarding yourself, because in the past there was an offer of love that was given to you, or that you gave to somebody, but it didn't pay off. So there was a new beginning. There was a level of commitment that looked promising, but it didn't go anywhere. So now with this lack of commitment, you're now kind of evaluating who you give your cup to. In the supporting energies, we have the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands is not the most pleasant of energies. It's a square. It's there is some conflict. There is some ego battles. Something that we think we want rather than actually desire. So, it is removing ourselves a little bit from our heart. And if we just kind of look up, we have this angelic support. We have spiritual guidance here, but instead we're just too focused on the human to human interaction, and a little bit of an ego card as well, but it's in your support position, which means that perhaps this is the time to battle it out. We have, our ego is there to protect us, and we cannot always bypass it, because it just defeats the purpose. So as a supporting energy here is maybe you fighting for something that you really believe in, is going to be what gets you the outcome. Now the outcome here is the Two of Pentacles. So the ease and grace shows that there is going to be obviously that contemplation period, the Page of Swords, where you are just contemplating, looking at things, keeping your guard up. But then you do take charge and action. So maybe you need to raise a conflict. You need to say, look, no more of this. But going forward, you have the Two of Pentacles. So there's going to be a decision that needs to be made. And, you know, you're currently juggling, or you will be juggling by making the decision. There'll be more on your plate. There'll be more to juggle. And there's a decision to be made on like what you prioritize. Let's find out a little bit more. Let's clarify this Five of Wands for my beautiful Pisces. What's this Five of Wands about? Oh, a Tower in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so you wanted to move forward in the situation, something that was crumbling, and you know it just wasn't working for you. But we have both cards in reverse. So this is a situation where something that needs to end isn't ending. Something where you need to move forward, you're not able to move forward. So you're still too concerned about holding up this tower, not letting it fall. And, you know, the tower is there for a reason. The tower is always spiritual support. And it is clarifying your supporting energy of the Five of Wands. The tower is not the most pleasant of all circumstances. It can be a very, you know, a beautiful surprise. But, you know, even though we say, oh, I love a beautiful surprise, you know, most people still can't handle a surprise, even if it is beautiful. You know, how many surprise birthday parties, you know, give you a nightmare. So I think surprise, positive or negative, this is something that you're avoiding, you know. So you might have kind of like worked really hard to keep that foundation going, even though you knew it's not right. There's something there that's crumbling, and you've avoided taking action, and therefore it's been quite a stagnant energy. The Seven of Wands is not the best place to be in, along with the Page of Swords. It's just not fulfilling. You know, you're guarding yourself, but you're spying. You're kind of trying to find out, what should I do? What should I do? When you have this beautiful energy around you, the Four of Wands, you know, there could be this absolutely beautiful celebration for you. But, you know, in order to get there, you do need to move on in your intuition, in your highest energy, and allow sort of for the spiritual events to occur and not fight them, because that ultimate surrender is what brings you this inner peace and what manifests. But when you see take charge and action, you know, I mean, he is a spiritual warrior, you know, and we do have to stand up for ourselves. That's something that, you know, sometimes we misunderstand, you know, by being all love, and, you know, and that's who we are. And if we can tap into that energy, that's of course where we feel beautiful. But that doesn't mean that we have to be pleasant at all times and accept BS and all of that. Not at all. It just, you know, think of you in your purest form as a child, as a baby. You know, a baby's not going to sit there quietly and accept not being fed, right? So really understanding that no, you speak up for yourself, you stand up for yourself. That is a very, very important message right now for my beautiful Pisces. So whatever you have going on, if something is crossing you and you don't feel like it's right, instead of being afraid of crumbling foundations, just go for it. Just have, the guts, you know. And I'm not saying that you're not courageous, but the Five of Wands often gets avoided because we don't want conflict and we dread it, right? But instead of dreading it, or if you dread conflict, then you'll never get to the Six of Wands, right? So you know, the Six of Wands is the victory after battle. You know, I'm not saying life's a battle, but when a battle approaches, you know, we have to make a decision. Is this worth fighting for or not? So if this is something that you believe and that is worth fighting for, you fight for it. And you give it the Five of Wands energy and allow whatever it is to crumble so that you can actually move forward. The inaction has actually made you feel quite stuck. So you will be relieved coming into this because you'll have options open to you and you'll be able to kind of weigh up, what do I want? What do I really want? you will be in that freedom decision making position where you get to say, okay, maybe I'll juggle this for a while, but my priority is X, Y, and Z. So you'll have all that decision power coming to you, coming out of that stuck energy, and it will create this beautiful home, this energy that you have available to you. But a little bit of action is still needed. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of conflict. After your contemplation, you get spiritual courage to follow what it is you believe in. You only take care of your intentions. The rest takes care of itself. You do not have to be afraid of anybody's words, of anybody's, ammunition here, because you're spiritually protected and you can make it through any conflict. You come out the other end and you'll have decisions to make because you will have choices. At the moment, it feels like you don't have a choice, and that's not where it's at. So I hope this helped, my beautiful Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in and all your beautiful support on my channel. I really appreciate you, and I will see you next week. Take it as it comes.